in con, he's actually probably the worst offender. Puck Duck has left, Mithy Moo has left, Duke Sloth has left, Mass is now teetering on the thoughts of leaving. Here's eat that shit up. Please, for the love of God, if you're a pro player and you play a role, every character in that role should have a guide. He is very inconsistent. It is like maybe a video a month. All right, so pretty much in the Smite community, it's really apparent that content creators in general are very low effort, or are just not meant to be content creators. And what I mean by that, right? I'm no god of content creator myself or content myself, but I'm a viewer and I actually watch stuff and I know what is good content or bad, right? Or low effort content and actual work put in, or at least thought put into what you're putting out. And for example, a lot of games will have a lot of tips and tricks guide for every single character that you can find. Like, for example, if you went to go play League of Legends, if you want to see how to play a character, you would, and it wouldn't just be gameplay of someone just playing that character, being like, how to play this character, and they just play the character, and it doesn't really even describe what they're doing. They're just going to play the character. In Smite, they would do that. But in League of Legends, they give you whole entire stat boards, they'll have graphics, they'll have everything that you need to learn how to play the character. And it's not like it's just one person doing this, it's the whole community doing it. And honestly, the community is bigger, so they're just going to have more variety of content creators and people that are willing to do that, and not just the low effort people, or just pull from streaming and then upload to YouTube. But in general, a lot more communities just have more what is it, variety of content, and not just low effort content that a lot of Smite content creators just put out. And another example, in Rainbow Six Siege, they have varieties of contents. It's not just gameplay. Obviously, a lot of it is gameplay, don't get me wrong, but there's also discussion videos on what do people think about this patch? What do people think about what's going on in the community right now? What do people think the best strategy is? Right? It's not just gameplay. And if you really want to hear my opinions, you have to tune into my stream. And even then, a lot of content creator streams, especially the pro players, because pro players aren't really content creators. They're just doing it because people see that, that's Paul streaming, I'm gonna go watch Paul, right? He's good. Oh, Salt streaming, I'm gonna go watch Salt. And I'm not saying all of them are bad, but a lot of them will be on stream and not saying anything. The major rule of streaming: every 2 seconds you should be saying something, and it doesn't even have to be anything highly interesting, but you got to say something. If I'm tuning in for a stream for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 10 seconds, and I don't hear you say anything at all, why am I saying there? I'm not. And it just creates for a boring environment. And obviously, right, streaming is really hard if you don't have an active chat. But you have to get your chat active. It's not just going to get active by itself because you're a good player, right? And that's the problem that a lot of they are pro, but pro streamers have. They're just good at the game, but they're not really entertaining. And people just watch them just because you're really good at the game. And I probably like your personality, right? But if more content creators in general just didn't go down the path of, oh yeah, let me stream, because a lot of content creators are streamers in Smite, or pretty much 99%. None are really YouTubers. The only real YouTubers that are there is probably Intersect. He's probably the only full-time YouTuber now. Or more YouTuber than streamer in the Smite community. And what that creates is, if you ever want to hear someone's opinions on the game, you have to tune into their stream. And the thing is, you can't tune into everyone's stream at once. You can't. And actually get useful information. And I would agree that sure, some of them probably do give out their thoughts on stream. But in general, that's not going to circulate throughout the community and actually gain real discussion or any kind of notoriety, because one, you're probably only streaming to 100 people, right? 100 to really high end 500 if you're on the front of it, and then if you're weak in 1,000 probably, or maybe not even 1,000 anymore, since Smite 2 kind of split the player base. and it's just a lot less people actually having their eyes on Smite right now until the full game comes out, or until the beta, at least free to play version comes out. So, but anyways, just back to the point of the problem is a lot the Smite content creators don't create discussion around the game or anything interesting around the game. Like, right, old content creator of Smite was Duke Sloth. He actually put work into his videos. It was, I remember he had a video comparing a lot of items like what was it called? It's Spirideso, and the one that whenever you hit an enemy, you would gain 10% damage. It was a ring too, Shaman's Ring, right? He had a video literally comparing and why Shaman's Ring was literally worse than Spirideso. He has videos comparing. He just has a lot of informational videos that actually could spark any kind of discussion and not just I put out gameplay. I'm good at game, so I just put out gameplay. Right. And it's not even like gameplay that you made for the YouTube, it's gameplay that you just did on stream. Like I would say Mass is at least someone that is a more YouTuber than streamer, obviously. And when he actually plays Smite, he just puts out videos on Smite. And I would say he's one of the more entertaining people because that's what they do on YouTube. You can't just be a pure gameplay guy and not talk, right? And obviously, it's just going to come naturally to some people over others. It's the reason why some people have more viewership. Like Mass is probably, when he plays Smite, the most viewed Smite YouTuber. He consistently gets 20K views on whenever he plays Smite, compared to a lot of people that get 2K, 4K, right? Because you're just uploading stream highlights. You're not uploading something for YouTube where that can be really interactive with YouTube. Then, secondly, discussion videos probably should happen more. There's two discussion YouTubers that I know. Inbound, he's actually been doing really good on making like actually discussion topics and just videos that are actually entertaining to watch because he's actually bringing something to the table, his ideas to the table, and what he believes. And now he might not always hit on all of his ideas, but in general, he's just bringing ideas and discussion to the mix. And secondly, Intersect, he's probably the best at getting engagement in the community. He has polls, he has actual videos that take effort and aren't just, just vomit of, once again, stream clips. You take your good game and you go stream. And I don't get how you're, and then one thing I definitely don't get, right? This is a little side topic, and I just thought about it. If you're a pro player, why are you making only gameplay videos and not any informational videos? A lot of pros don't make informational videos. Like the only one I can really think about is PBM. He actually makes hella informational videos. He has a drafting guide one. He has some looking over his old clips of season like 6, 5-ish of Smite, and it's actually good content that you expect to see from a pro player. Now, the problem with him is he is very inconsistent. It is like maybe a video a month, maybe, and that's if you're lucky. Really, it's every 2 to 3 months that he puts out a video, or he might do a series of videos, like 3 videos and then dips for 3 months. But I'll say when he does videos, you can actually see, oh, okay, wow, he's actually trying to help you understand the game since he's a pro player and he has the ability to do that. But just in general, like I have literally looked through like the top 20 content creators. Probably 15 to 14 to 13 of them are just pro players regurgitating content, just actually regurgitating content. Like, and then a former pro player, inbound or not inbound, Incon, he's actually probably the worst offender. Because when I was looking for actual like hard work videos and videos that actually weren't just a upload from stream, whether it was like a discussion topic, looking over stuff like that, weren't just patch notes. Everyone looks over patch notes. It's just gonna be a view bomb. And I agree, patch notes do spark discussion, actual maybe changing the community, right? Because a lot of times developers or the developers for Smite will actually look at the patch notes and change some of the things. Same thing happened in the mid-season patch that we got for Smite 1, where it was just a tier 2 item change, which is crazy work because I don't even know what half of those even do, and it did not change how you play the game. It just didn't. It's insane that they thought that would pass. Crazy. But yeah, it did change that to where they actually started bringing back old items that you saw in the thumbnail and clips. Thumbnail? Yeah, the thumbnail of the patch notes. So in general, I'm thinking okay, well, I lost train of thought, but just we probably need more discussion to get the community actually like talking amongst one another and actually having ideas for things. And like I don't know, there are some communities that will like have like ideas for what a god kit, right? And one, a sleeper idea, if High Res made a god with the community, that'll be the most hype god to come out. The most hype. And I don't know why they don't do that. Pick a god or pick a character. It really doesn't matter. And actually sit down and make it with the community. More or less. Obviously, it's probably a lot more strenuous to make a god than just sitting down with the community. But at least get the concept of a god down with the community, and it would literally go crazy. Like if people and like have people actually vote on a god, like you pull it up in like Twitch chat or something on Twitter, whatever, and just have people actually vote on a god that they want to bring into the game instead of y'all bringing in whoever. Like I don't feel like anyone was asking for Bake Kojiro, but maybe I was wrong. I'm not really on that side of who. I really don't care who really comes into the game. I care about more what their kit does. But in general, you can tell they really didn't try with Bake, and I think he was he was the second to last god after Nut, so it shows that they weren't really trying at that point, or at least they didn't care it as much. Maybe a little harsh to say that, but anyways, yeah, they need to do that. They need to sit down and actually design stuff with the community, or have like one patch where the community is called the community patch, and it's literally you bring over ideas that the community actually wants. Like go like new items. It'll be like a mid-season patch, obviously, or something like that. Just a huge patch where you bring in new items, you rework gods, and it will be actually interesting to see. And it will take some of the load off of y'all to actually just talk to the community and like actually have a live in-person vote about, hey, does this sound cool? And you would know, okay, majority of our at least vocal community, obviously, it's not gonna be every person. Obviously, lower ranked people or lower committed people won't tune in, obviously, because they're just not as invested into Smite. But at least you know people that are invested in Smite are there and would actually like the change, or it would just be a cool idea in general. Okay, but yeah, just in general, I'm just gonna wrap it up real quick. Got a little off topic there at last second, but overall, Smite content creator needs to actually be more innovative and not just doing. I pull a video from streaming and then I watch it because it's just in general that's just so like why would I want to watch that content? And also they need to make their voices more heard, or at least what they think more heard, and just more entertaining by actually having discussion videos, because we only have 2 YouTubers that do that, and so many good YouTubers have left. Puck Duck has left, Mythy Moo has left, Duke Sloth has left, Mass is now teetering on the thoughts of leaving. I think Encon left, but I wouldn't really say it was a good YouTuber. He made stream content. But I guess I never really watched him that much to even know if he did. But when I was going through his last like 2-3 months of videos, it's literally just gameplay, and I was actually like, wow, that's crazy. That he is very low effort. He had like a few videos about discussions, but it was because the high-res layoffs and patch notes. That's it. Because everyone does patch notes because everyone knows you're gonna get a lot of views for patch notes or tier list. And also, real quick on tier list. Tier lists are low effort content just because it's been done 1,000 times. It doesn't really take much effort, and a lot of people don't go in depth with tier lists. They will be like, okay, Thanatos, his scythe is kind of bad, D tier or whatever. They won't actually take the time to break down like, okay, why is this god bad? Okay, well, he's really bad in matchups. He typically won't win 1v1s since his scythe does so low of damage. I keep banging that. I need to stop. But in general, just give more effort into what you do. And please, for the love of God, if you're a pro player and you play a role, every character in that role should have a guide. They should. It's unexcusable that why are new players not able to get a guide on how to play Nemesis without watching a full-length video? And not, why can't they just get a 12-minute video telling you the in-depths in Nemesis? Okay, this is how you auto cancel. In general, this is what you want to do if you find somebody. Okay, do this, do this, do this. Typically you want to ult this target in this team fight. You want to ult this target in this situation. Just in like just general stuff. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to cover everything that the person should be able to do. It's a MOBA, and there's different situations. But in general, why is there not a guide for every single character? And this should be up occurring thing every year. Your goal should be to make a new guide video, because new players eat that shit up just as much as tier list videos. Maybe a step down for tier list videos, but it's only a half a step down. Why? Y'all are missing such a big opportunity, especially as a pro player. You have the authority to be like, this is good. And even then, a lot of people don't even make general conquest guides. There are 3 YouTubers I know that really make general conquest guides. And actually, I will say Final K, I think from what I've seen, he actually does more interesting videos. I know he does have some discussion topics in his videos too. I know I didn't mention that, but I'm just now thinking about that. But once again, it's like 4 YouTubers that actually make conquest guides, and that's just so many that it should every year make a conquest guide. You're going to get more engagement with newer players. You're going to have more retention with newer players because they see, okay, they're actually like a good YouTuber to watch if I need to know how to play the game. And it's insane how you can be such a big YouTubers or big streamers and you don't capitalize on very easy content to make that is a little bit more effort than just your basic gameplay. And it's not hard to do that. It's really not. All you have to do is sit down, record a video, talk into mic. You already do that on stream. Well, some of y'all don't. So maybe it's a little bit harder than that. But sit down, talk on stream, upload it, or not upload it, edit it so it's actually entertaining to watch. Put some graphics up, maybe some gameplay in the background to showcase what you're talking about. And then voila, upload it, say guide to conquest, season whatever, alpha whatever, from a pro player. Add whatever clickbait you want to it, and new players will love it. So I kid you not, if I don't see by like literally in one thing too, they should be pumping that out right now since it's December, and they know a flux of new players are going to come as soon as it's free to play. I'm putting y'all on game. Please, for the love of God, do this so the community actually grows.